Face masks. Okay, so last night, when I finished the stream with Jesse, he was like, "Oh, I have I have some mushrooms if you want to do them," and like I've never done like mushrooms before, and I was like, I'm not gonna do a full dose of mushrooms right now, like. I wanted to do mushrooms with Hannah, like me and Hannah do mushrooms together. I was like, I'll take some. So he had this like chocolate bar. It looks like it's 2 grams the whole chocolate bar. And we ate a third each of the chocolate bar. So it's like a micro dose, I guess. And it weren't enough to get me like tripping, do you know what I'm saying? But there was like a moment when I was like, you saw his apartment, like his apartment's like really nice, and yeah, it is really mild. I know it's really mild. And his apartment's really nice, and he has like these lights that go up the wall, and they like change color like really slowly. And Jesse was talking to me about like what he thinks happens when you die and stuff, and he's like really going into it. And I'm just staring at Jesse, and like there's a white wall behind him, and obviously this light's hitting the wall a little bit, and you know, whatever. But like I started staring at him, and the whole white wall turned to like the solid color, like whatever color the light's on, they were like fading into different colors like this, like fading in, fading out, fading in. The whole wall like took the color like perfectly like a green screen. It was like a green screen. So like behind him's like a green screen of like these colors like fading in and out. And then Jesse was like coming like forwards, like away from the wall, like towards me like this. And then that was happening like for a few minutes. And then I started looking at him, and his face was like weird. Like it weren't like what a normal face looks like. His jaw was like small. And then like the top of his head was like big, you know? And then I'd look again, and then like the top would be big, the middle would be slim, and then like the bottom would be big. And like in terms of like visuals, that's like, you know, that was like the only kind of like visually effect I had. And then like I don't know, we were talking a lot, like, and it was only a very mini, like, it was a very mini dose, so, like, it wasn't anything crazy, and we were talking a lot, so it wasn't, like, crazy, but I think it was kind of nice to do, like, that mini dose, so I could, like, feel kind of what it felt like, and I have, like, I have a full dose of mushrooms, like, I have, I think it's 3 grams, 2 lots of 3 grams. And they're like actual raw, you know, like real mushrooms, not like he had the chocolate. This is like the actual mushroom. So I think when me and Hannah do the bus ride, on one of them days, I might do the mushrooms. I might do it. 3 grams is like it. Who in the chat's done mushrooms before? I don't like. I've always kind of just. I'm not like I've never done any, like, I've only ever smoked weed, I've only ever been drunk once, and, like, party drugs don't appeal to me, like, cocaine, ecstasy, MDMA, like, party drugs don't, like, interest me, and obviously meth, heroin, that shit doesn't interest me, like, the psychedelics, for me, interest me because, not for, like, something that I'll do again, but, like, for a one-time experience, I feel like it's something that I want to, like, I want to just experience that one time. Is that bad or not, guys? Like, do you think I should try, like, one time, like, doing a high dose of mushrooms and having, like, a trip? I'm not gonna do 5 grams. Are you insane? I honestly, yeah. So, the only thing I didn't really like about it reminded me of being drunk again, in the fact of, like, you know, like, these, like, waves of sickness. Like, I felt, like, a little nauseous, like, wave in, and then a little bit of nauseousness, and then the nauseousness would like wave out again. And it would come in and out just like a little bit. And that's the only thing I didn't like about it, that like that nauseousness. If anyone's done it, you probably felt it, right? The come up is like being drunk. Yeah. Drink orange juice. Yeah, OJ helps. Everyone's saying orange juice helps. Maybe the acidity. Someone said you need to smoke with mushrooms. Someone, like the guy... Okay, so I have a friend. He's a Sherman. You guys have met him before. But I don't know whether... I feel like I can say his name, but I'm just not gonna, just in case. But he's like a Sherman, and like what he does is he like takes people out like to the woods. Sherman, whatever you say, Sherman. He takes people out to the woods, and he does like psychedelic experiences with them, and he has like he does it like crazy. Like he has drums, and like he knows all of the things that like trigger like a cool trip, you know, and sounds and feelings and shit like that. And he said to me that this is what he said, and tell me whether this is a good way. If I'm going to take 3 grams of mushrooms, tell me if this sounds right. He said, the night before, like, preferably don't have a meal, but if you do, have a very light meal the night before. Then sleep, and then when you wake up, till like 2, 3 o'clock that day, just drink water. That's it. No food, nothing. Just drink water, drink water. And then around 3 o'clock that day, like be in like a really nice environment, woods, or like, you know, like just a nice naturey vibe. And he gave me like some playlists of music that's like really good to listen to, like it emphasizes the trip. And it's, you know, it's just like drums and shit like that, you know, like you know, like I don't know how to describe it. I'd have to find it. And then he said you can take the mushrooms, like chew them up in your mouth, and it's gonna taste disgusting. Like keep chewing, just chew them as much as you can, and then eat them. And then like as you come up, you can start to smoke weed. And he says like weed and mushrooms go really, really well hand in hand. Does that sound like right? Yeah. Some people are saying don't mix, and a lot of people are saying do it with weed. Oh, if you're tripping too hard, smoke weed to bring it back. Oh, okay.
How would you know if party drugs don't interest you if you've never done them? MDMA is amazing. Do it with Hannah. You seem to have a very juvenile view on drugs and alcohol. They won't kill you if you're responsible.
Paul, I feel what it is I feel like this is, and chat, like, well, let's have we're just having an open discussion. So what I'm saying is just my opinion, and you can tell me your opinions. But this is what I feel. I feel like MDMA and ecstasy and stuff like that, I feel like what you experience is an artificial love, okay? So, like, people say, like, do MDMA, you'll fall in, like, if you do MDMA with someone, you'll fall in love with them, you know? I feel like it's an artificial, like, chemical, like, it's like the drug's forcing you to feel that way. And then I feel like with psychedelics, mushrooms, LSD, for example, I feel like it's opening, it's more opening your perspective and opening your reality so you can see what you want to see. Like, I feel like with mushrooms, like, you can either see, oh my god, like, this person I've been hanging out with, like, I realize they're a bad person for me to hang out with. Or you could see, like, this person I've been hanging out with.
I ended up in hospital after an acid trip watching.
Yeah, I think acids are definitely a way more intense kind of trip. But I feel like you see, like, realness with psychedelics, and with MDMA and ecstasy, you get like a forced perception. Does that make any sense at all, or am I like talking shit? You got a lemon tech them. Google it. Lemon tech. Grind your mushrooms or truffles into a very fine powder. Place this powder in a glass. Fill the glass with just enough lemon juice to cover the powder. Leave it for 20 minutes, and every five, and stir every 5. Do not leave for longer than 20 minutes.
Key to having a great trip is to be around positive people. Weed can re-enhance your feelings of the shrooms. It's like you absolutely love everyone around you. DMT, LSD, and shrooms awaken your third eye. You need to be around experienced psych tripper.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Fill the glass with some water, swirl it, and make sure to get all the bits of mushrooms and drink it. So why the lemon tech theory suggests the acid in the lemon juice jump starts the conversation of the psilocybin in psilocin.
Yo, shut the fuck up and take some shrooms. Don't back out this time.
Yeah, I probably will. There are 2 possible processes. There are 2 processes in psilocin. Has anyone tried this? Has anyone tried this lemon technique? Has anyone tried that? Like, does it jank? Does it make it better? It's quicker, in my opinion. I don't care about quickness. I think I'm just gonna do like the raw mushrooms, you know? Like, I think anything you mix with it's gonna like taint the trip. I feel like the raw mushrooms, like the dried mushrooms, just eat the caps. Yeah, exactly. I didn't skip the media. What are you saying? It's 30 seconds. That's how long it played for. So here's the next thing, okay? I know a lot of people in the chat are saying, if you're gonna do mushrooms, like, make sure you stream it. And for me, it's like, I don't want to take away from the high, okay? Video it, but don't stream it. No streaming will be bad. Don't stream. So, what I'm thinking is it's gonna be more like, I think I'll do a pre getting high stream. I'll probably get high on the shrooms, and then after the high, then I'll do another stream. Oh, I definitely won't have TTS on. And I won't read chat either. I think if I'm gonna do it, I think I'll set up the camera and just have it running. Do you know what I mean? I won't even interact with the camera. Like, there won't be any interaction. There won't be any... Yeah, of course, I'm not going to show me taking the shrooms on stream, guys. Like, I'm not a fucking idiot.